2020, a sad incident happened on board GoAir Flight 6658 from Riyadh to New Delhi. A passenger on board suffered a cardiac arrest and the aircraft diverted to Karachi in Pakistan. This is the technical story of the flight. GoAir is a low-cost airline based in Mumbai, India. It operates a fleet of Airbus A320 aircrafts. Flight G86658 is from Riyadh to New Delhi. The distance between Riyadh and New Delhi is 1837 nautical miles, or about 3,400 kilometers. The flight time is about 4 hours. On 17th of November 2020 at about 48 minutes past 2 p.m. local time Riyadh, GoAir flight was taxiing for departure from King Khalid International Airport in Riyadh. The flight took off from runway 33 left and climbed to its cruising level of flight level 330. Approximately 11.2 kilometers above sea level. The normal route of the flight sees it fly in an easterly direction, crossing over from the Saudi airspace to the Oman airspace, where it flies northeasterly, entering Pakistan airspace controlled by Karachi, and finally reaching the airspace of Delhi. This day too, the flight was settled at cruising altitude. At some point the cabin crew would have informed the pilots of one passenger being sick. The cabin crews are trained to provide emergency medical aid and have access to medical equipment on board the aircraft. The cabin crew would also have made an announcement to check if a doctor was on board the aircraft. At the time of publishing this video, it is not clear if a doctor was available or not. At some point, the medical condition of the passenger would have deteriorated to an extent where the pilots feel the need to divert to another airport. The time is 13:45 Zulu, 6:45 p.m. local time in Karachi. The aircraft is flying in Pakistan airspace. The pilots inform the Karachi ATC of the medical condition of the passenger and ask them if Karachi is willing to accept this flight. The lady air traffic controller asks the pilots if they are going to divert to Karachi. Let us listen to the actual communication between the pilots and the ATC.
58 Karachi, all facilities including medical will be available at Karachi if you want to divert. Advise. 58 Karachi for information, runway 07 in use. We are standing by for your intention.
The GoAir pilots consider a diversion to Pasni Airport, which is perhaps closer to their present position. The ATC advises them against it.
6658 Karachi in Pasni might be night landing facility not available and medical facilities as well. If you want to divert to Karachi, all facilities will be available here.
The time is now 6:55 p.m. in Pakistan. The GoAir flight requests diversion to Karachi.
GoAir 6658 requests diversion to Karachi.
6658 Roger, proceed direct to position and rim.
Taken the point. Correct.
GoAir 658 Karachi, you can proceed direct to Kilo Charlie. We will advise further vectoring for runway 07.
Copy GoAir 6658 proceeding direct to Kilo Charlie.
GoAir 6658 Karachi, expect shorter vector for visual approach runway 07 right. Advise come ready for descent. And once ready, kindly say your emergency.
Copy GoAir 665.
The GoAir pilots reconfirm the arrival and runway and request clearance for descent into Karachi.
And GoAir 658 request arrival at Karachi. Request descent
GoAir 6658 Karachi, expect visual approach runway 07 right.
Visual approach runway 07 right, copied, and request descent GoAir 658.
GoAir 6658 descent flight level 170.
Descent level 170 GoAir 658.
58 Karachi, once available, standing by for your nature of emergency.
Copy GoAir 658 will get back to you. And confirm runway 07 right?
From 07 right, expect shorter vector for visual runway 07 right.
Copied. Visual for runway 07, right, copied. GoAir 6658. GoAir 6658, type of medical emergency is no pulse, no breathing, and we have total passengers on board 187 adult, correction, 187 for security. The passenger is an adult male.
The Karachi ATC asks the pilots for information like the nature emergency, number of passengers on board the aircraft, fuel endurance. The ATC also asks the pilots to tell the nationality of the patient.
Adult male and confirm fuel endurance. Once available, say nationality of patient also.
Say again?
GoAir 6658 Karachi, once available, kindly say nationality of patient as well.
Not be able to get you, ma'am. Repeat again, GoAir 667.
It's required nationality, confirm Indian national?
667, we will get it for you.
Private Karachi, once kindly available, say a patient name, age, and nationality.
1255 GoAir 6658, name is 30 years, 1990, from UP Bareilly, India.
Meanwhile, Karachi ATC advises other aircrafts to hold since there is an emergency landing in progress.
Control GoAir 6658, descending level 170.
Flight is 665, continue descent flight level 160.
Continue descent flight level 160, GoAir 6658. And confirm you will be giving us radar vectors for visual approach runway 07, right?
Correct, sir. The Institute 07 right is also available for your discussion.
Copy, GoAir 6658.
Continue descent 3,000 feet on QNH 1014.
Descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1014, GoAir 6658. And visual for runway 07, right?
Sir, visual with the runway?
Negative, we'll be performing a visual approach for runway 07, right? RNAV unapproved.
That's okay. Continue heading and advise the visual with the runway when close again.
GoAir 6658. Karachi Tower, GoAir 6658 on approach for runway 07, right?
GoAir 6658, runway 07 right, plate length, surface wind 060 degrees 10 north, reach a gas on lock.
Say again for GoAir 6658.
Plate runway 07 right, surface wind 060 degrees 10 north, reach a gas down a lock.
GoAir 6658 cleared for, cleared to land runway 07, right?
Finally, about 45 minutes after it all started, GoAir 6658 touches down in Karachi and taxis to gate.
6658 landed 25, taxi to stand number 22, Y taxi Foxtrot, Echo Papa. Section Echo number.
Taxi Foxtrot, Echo November to stand 22, GoAir 6658.
658, good evening. Stand 2 to follow the master. After an ambulance present at the back, waiting for your parking.
GoAir 6658, copy.
The GoAir flight was on the ground in Karachi for about 3 hours and 45 minutes, after which it resumed its journey to New Delhi. We hope you liked this reconstruction of events. It shows when things go wrong, the crew resources training and the coordination with the ATC plays a vital role. See you next time. Goodbye.